Hello everyone, welcome back to the video series of the Object-Oriented Programming with Java. Our today's topic for this particular video, that is the JavaFX layouts. I am your instructor Mr. Ankit Patel. So let's start with the layouts. So here the layout are the top level container class and that define the UI style for the scene graph object. So suppose if you want to display a UI controller and the shape in the specific manner, like in a horizontal manner, in a vertical manner, or in a grid form, in the table form, so different layouts we have. So layout can be seen as a parent node to all other nodes. And FX provides the various layout pane that supports a different style of layout. In JavaFX layout define the way in which the component are to be seen on the stage, and all these class belong to the JavaFX scene.layout package. So let's see what are the different layouts in the JavaFX is there. The first one, that is a HBox. Next, that is a VBox is there. Then stack pane is there. Flow pane is there. Border pane is there. And the last one, that is a grid pane is there. So I will explain all these 6 layout with the live programming. So without wasting so much time, let's start the programming. Now in this session I will show you the example of the different layout in the Java. So the first layout, that is the HBox is there. So what is the use of the HBox? So here the HBox example is there. Now suppose if you want to print this component in the horizontal manner, suppose if you want to print a 5 button in the horizontal manner, then you can use the HBox. And I have already explained this HBox in the UI control. In all UI control I am using the HBox. So I am not just give you the detail overview of the HBox. You can see I am here adding just 2 button is there, button 1 and button 2 is there. Right, then the application that the mostly there are the 3 important package that we are using, that is a scene, application and stage. One layout is there, and I am using a button UI control, that's why I am creating the button. 2 button object I have created. HBox I am passing the button 1 comma button 2. You can also use a get children method to add the button, but the easiest way to add the component in a constructor, right? Then I am just adding the root. Now what is the use of this set spacing? I am just commenting that particular line. I will show you later. Now let's compile first of all. This is example of the HBox. Then Java HBox. You can see 2 button will be displayed like this. Button 1, after the button 1, button 2 will be displayed. Even you maximize this window, the button 1 and button 2 will be displayed like this. Now what is the use of this set spacing method? Suppose if you are uncomment this line, set spacing 40 is there, there will be gap between button 1 and button 2 is there, there will be one space is there. We will show you. Now if you can see button 1 here and button 2, between some space will be displayed, and you can just create the space accordingly by using the passing the set spacing method. So this is the one of the type of layout. You can arrange the component accordingly. Next component layout, that is a VBox is there. Same program is there. I am not changing. I am just creating HBox in place of the VBox. So we need to import a VBox, right? And I am just creating the object of the VBox. Now here I am passing the button 1 and button 2 in a add children method. Get children dot add all button 1 comma button 2. You can also add the component like in this manner also. I am using a set spacing, so one space will be displayed after the components. So let's first of all compile this file, Java C VBox demo, Java C VBox demo, and if you run, the button will be displayed and button 2. If you are not using a set spacing, this space will be not be displayed, right? So this is the advantage of the set spacing method. Now the next example, that is the what is the next? That is the stack pane is there. I am just maximize the screen. So next example, that is a stack pane is there. Now here is the stack. What is a stack? Stack is a work in the form of the last in first out, that will be displayed the first component above the second component will be displayed, above the third component will be displayed, above the fourth component will be displayed. So that is the use of the stack pane. Now suppose if you want to print a circle, in circle if you want to print some component, at that time you can also use a stack pane. But here I am not giving you that large program, I am not explaining that large, I am just giving a two simple button 1 and button 2. Here the button 1th length of the text will be larger, just because button 1 will be displayed in the bottom and button 2 will be displayed above the button 1. So that is why I am just writing like this. Now button 1 and button 2 is there, and one stack pane I am using. This is one kind of layout, and I am just adding all these button 1, button 2 in a stack pane. Right? Now let's run this code so you can easily understand. Stack pane demo.java and java stack pane demo. You can see here the button 2 will be displayed first, but in background button 1 is there. You can see here, right? You can see the first above one, that is a button 2, button 2. You cannot drag here. If you maximize this, you can see here like this. Button 2 is there, in background button 1. This is a stack pane, because it is work like a stack. Last in first out, like first component will be displayed above the second component display. You can also use this type of layout as per your requirement. So these are the different type. There is no any program that we can make using a HBox. You can also use multiple layout in a single program. Right? The next example, that is of the flow pane. Now flow pane, you can arrange a component. If you maximize the window, the component will be arranged in that manner. If you just compress the window, the component will be arranged in that particular manner. That is the advantage of the flow pane. So here I am using a 3 button, start, stop, reset, right? And just add this button in the constructor of the flow pane. And I am just giving a H gap and V gap. Why I am passing this method? First of all, just comment that particular line, then I will show you the output. Flow pane demo, Java flow pane demo. You can see these 3 button is there. If you just minimize this line, the button will be arranged accordingly. You can see over here, the button will be displayed accordingly, right? Now if you maximize it, the button will be displayed like this. Now let's just use what is the use of the V gap, and just vertical gap is added and horizontal gap but between the button is added. If you want to, like, set spacing is there in a VBox and HBox, we are using a set spacing, but here the set spacing is not there, because the vertical we need also a vertical gap is there and horizontal. So here the set V gap and set H gap is there. So now if you compile this code and run the code, the output will be displayed like this. There is some gap between this button. Now if you just use it, if you just adjust the flow, the vertical gap is also between these 2 buttons. So this is the example of the flow pane. You can see this button 1, button 2 are accordingly adjust according to you are adjusting the flow of your window, right? Suppose if here the 50 button is there, the flow will be adjusted accordingly. Now the next one, that is the border pane. Now in a border pane, we have the different option is there. We have only a 5 option is there. Either we can just create the border pane object, either we can just adjust the button at the top, at the left, right, center and bottom. Therefore only the 5 options we have to adjust the button accordingly. Like if you want to print at the top, at the left, at the right, at the bottom and at the center, then you can use this label. And here I am not creating the object of the different label, just I am creating the new label, and this will be at the top, this will be at the left, this will be center, right and bottom, and I am just passing the object of the border pane. Right, so here we don't know to pass the, just create the object of the border pane and pass all the object in a border pane constructor L1, L2, L3. This is not like that in a case of the border pane. You need to just use the border pane object, then you need to use just different method. set top, where you want to display this particular control, in a top, in a bottom, in a left, right, center, where you want to print, you need to just pass that particular value. So now let's run this code so that you can easily understand what is the exact use of the border pane. I am just compiling this file, border pane demo.java, then border pane demo. You can see the output. The output will be displayed like this is the top content. After that, this is the left side. This will be displayed in the right side. This will be displayed in center, and this content will be displayed in the bottom. So you can adjust this component in a border pane according to your requirement. Suppose if you want to print the content in a center, just use the border pane dot set center method. The content will be displayed in a center. And this is a layout, right? According to your requirement, you can use a different layout in your program. This is not compulsory that you have to use a border pane, you have to use a V box, you have to use a H box. You can use a different layout according to your requirement, because in a component we are not using any X and Y coordinate. Suppose if you want to print that component in the center, so you think about it, which layout is suitable to print the component in the center. So VBox and HBox is not usable to print a component in the center. So for that you need to use a border pane. If you want to print left, right content, bottom, top, then you can use a border pane layout. So according to your requirement, you can just use the different layout. And the last one, that is a grid pane is there. Now suppose if you want to print the data in the table format, like in a row, in a column format, then you can use the border pane. And now here I am just using a simple login page type structure. I am just displaying that type of structure, because login page what require? We require a one label and text field, next line label and text field, and one button is there. That is a login or submit, whatever you want to. I will show you first of all output, then you can easily understand what we can make using a grid pane. Now grid pane demo.java, then Java grid pane demo. You can see the output over here. The first name, last name, and submit button is there, right? You can arrange that type of content, like here I am passing the Ankit, then Patel, then you can click on submit button. You can also just add accordingly. Here I am adding the component in a column manner. You can also add the component in a row manner, because I am using here a add column over here. I will show you first of all. I am just created two label, first name and last name, two text field 1, text field 2, and one button is there, submit button is there. Now I have only a 5 component. I want to arrange this component in the form of the login form, or you want to add a different. Now suppose if you want to component like one label is there, text field is there, one label is there, text field is there, and in bottom one button is there. So here just example of the column manner. Here you can just add this example in a row manner. So the first row it will print like this, second row it will print a second label and second text field, and in the third row it will print a submit button. Now let's run this code again. So you can see the output will be displayed like this, row manner, first column and first row, second row, and the third row. So here you can also write like this, and you can click on submit button, right? The first last example is for the column manner. I am adding a different, in the first column what you want to add, in a second column what you want to add, in the third column what you want to add. But now here this is example of the row manner. In a first row what you want to print, in a second row what you want to print, and in a third row what you want to print. Now you can also print this type of structure using the VPen and HBox and VBox. You can also use a multiple layout in a single program, right? So you can also make this type of program using a VBox, like first label is there, like one label and one text field you can add in a HBox. Now next HBox, create HBox that will add one label and one text field is there, text field 2 is there. that will create another VBox, and just create a VBox. In a VBox, just pass the object of the first HBox, second HBox, and the submit button object. You can also create that type of structure using the HBox and VBox combination, right? So hope you understand the different layout available in the JavaFX that I have explained with the live programming. So this is the end of the program. So thank you very much. If you have any doubt, you can feel free to ask me. Thank you very much.